Every young man must ask himself one question at some point. Am I truly a man? Here is the hard truth. If you listen to society's ideas on how to become a man, you will end up weak and feminine, with low testosterone. Our ancestors had much more testosterone than men today. Their bones were stronger too. It has always been hard to go from a boy to a man. But now it is harder than ever, especially if you did not have a strong father to guide you. In the modern world, a young man can be misled and fooled. You will find fake ideas like toxic masculinity. There is no such thing as toxic masculinity. It was made up by feminists to shame men. But this video is not about that. I will talk about 5 things that turn a boy into a man. Number 1, know how to suffer. A man must know how to suffer in silence. Every man feels different pains, mentally, physically, and the pain of people who depend on him. The truth is, a man does not have someone else to fall back on. There is no crying and expecting pity. That luxury is for women and children only. The modern world says it is good for men to cry. The opposite is true. Other men lose respect for a crying man. Women lose attraction for him. I'm not saying you can never cry. We are all human. But crying won't solve anything. It only shows you can't handle your problems. Instead, a man must learn to suffer and endure extreme pressure. A boy can be selfish and give up when pressured. A man must stay strong and face difficulties directly. If you ever do cry, do it privately or with trusted brothers. You may think this is toxic. But it is the reality of life as a man, and it is good. Diamonds are made under intense pressure. That pressure and suffering create strong men others can rely on. Number 2, have the ability for violence. The world can be dark. There are evil people. So every man needs to be dangerous, for himself and his loved ones. Every man must protect himself and his loved ones. You cannot be peaceful unless you can be violently dangerous. If you are not dangerous, you are not peaceful, just harmless. That means people can harm you and your loved ones. Here is the truth. Every man feels he is lacking if he can't fight. We intrinsically feel this because it takes hard work to become dangerous. Many men pretend they are too ethical to be dangerous. They say, I'm against violence, so I'd never fight. This is cowardice disguised as morality. The coward promotes more violence than the warrior. The coward will never stop violence if it comes. If you are truly against violence, you understand the importance of being strong and dangerous. Remember, a warrior prays for peace but prepares for war. Number 3, take risks. No one gained anything by sitting still. Take risks and create the life you want. Life is about taking risks to find your boundaries and create the life you want. Once you start achieving success, it shifts how you see yourself. You realize you have the power to create the life you want. This is powerful. Stop living someone else's life. Find your creative potential and take risks to create it, even if it's hard. Number 4, take ownership. Men must own everything in their world, no matter what happens. In your life, there is always ownership you can take. It's scary to take responsibility, but you must. Stop blaming others for failures so you can learn from them. Taking ownership weighs heavily, but you must carry that weight to become a man. We all have limited time here. Time is our most valuable asset. None of us know how much time we have. So living an inauthentic life of blaming is the biggest waste of time in life. To take ownership, stop blaming others. Understand what you control. Be accountable for what you control. Don't just talk about problems. Focus on solutions. When you do this, you take control of your path in life. This is powerful. Number 5, testosterone. Testosterone greatly influences your dominance and masculinity. Any male with low testosterone is just a shell of the man he could be. There are countless bad habits today that lower testosterone daily. If you want to naturally increase it, leave a comment below. If you want to improve your life, show support by liking and subscribing.